It's not so much Rob's fault. It's been how we've set it up. You know that we're setting up a breakdown, passing back to Rob in the pocket, and these teams are got 3 or 4 guys coming through to put pressure on. We're not blocking it properly. We're not taking it to the right. We're leaving Rob stranded in the middle of the field, deep in the pocket, and he's not going to get distance from there. So it's more our setups. Restarts have been Ellis Park was 21 points. It's been a substantial, a massive issue for us. So we have changed our plan for this week. We had to. I think it's 2 poor games up there. It's the one at Ellis Park and that horror half an hour at Loftus. It's probably more a question for Ruan, but these guys have got to play through that. Listen, defensively and breakdown, which are the size of a team that turns up. We were nowhere in that game at Loftus. And again, you could see it in the first 5 minutes. We missed obvious cleans. We just couldn't move bodies, and then we didn't turn up, and we missed 39 tackles. And that's, you're not going to win any games like that. I don't know what the cause of that was, but I'm convinced that won't happen again this week. It's a breakdown in our defence, and if we're prepared to run and chase kicks when we're tired, that'll determine this game. Morris has pulled out.
Has he?
Yeah, tragically. He twisted his ankle against. Who did he referee the other game? He was refereeing on. So sorry. No, Morris refereed. Was it Sharks in Bloom, I think. But he twisted his ankle. So Pro's refereeing.
He's a great rep, isn't he?
They call him Pro. Is anything... he's Pro. I'll get into trouble before the game. Yeah, listen, we're going to have to speak to Pro. We've got a good relationship with him. And I thought his general game last week was excellent. So I'm actually... As long as we manage the scrum thing with him during the course of the week. But he's a referee you can do business with. Yeah. As I say, one day we'll get to the day where we make a blue and white second skin, quite seriously. So you pull up and you can't see it, and then do it.
Surely the guys have got love handles.
Ollie's not too bad. Some of the...
It's all about the 8 on the field and the guys coming up. You have to man up in each guy in front of you. So we're not putting them on a pedestal. We're not saying we're the best as well. But on any day, it's the fact that's willing to work and the guys willing to work in that jersey that's going to make the difference between the breakdown and lineouts and just moving bodies. I think one thing people always say is altitude got us, but altitude wasn't a problem. I think for us it was just a proper mental focus, and nobody was focused. We looked like an amateur team, just missing easy tackles and one-on-one stuff. I think that's going to be the difference this weekend, making our one-on-one tackles and making the space you get yourself into to dominate the space you're in. And I think that's all about mental focus and working for the guy next to you. No,
it is very different. Because before they held the whole statement of execution above innovation, so we knew exactly what was coming. We knew if we kicked distance, we're going to field a contestable outside our 22, and we knew how to manage that, and it became a sort of this complete clash. Everybody knew what it was doing. We just had to handle it. If we didn't handle it, we got punished. Now we're a lot more. It's a lot more variable. So what is much more important for us now is our. Whether you knew that Jürgen Fisser or Zane Kirshner wasn't going to counter. Now we're going to have to work much more on our chase lines, and that's the thing. What we do have to do though is maybe play on that part of their game that they maybe are just looking to run. So maybe force them into a position where they're running with odd numbers back and that sort of thing. And that's our game. That's our plan. We're thinking we don't know what's coming in that, but we see opportunity in that. I think that's when they came here. Remember they changed the staff when they made some other change, which was I can't remember what the other one was, but. I'm also hoping to make them, a little bit nervous. Last time here at Newlands, I think our pack got fairly well on top, and if we could do that, and they can't really play Bulls rugby, and hopefully they'll start making some errors by trying to play this sort of more open game. But that's up to us to put the pressure on them.
Yeah, well, like you said, it's a semi-final. It's the pack willing to work the hardest that's going to make a big difference in the game, and just manning up and doing your best in your position and work for the pack so that we can play the rugby we want and play the game we want.
I think if we limped off, you asked for the season, John, if we limped off having lost a semi-final, I'd say it's a failure. this team's got to make sure that we're having a press conference this time next week, and the team are very well aware of that. You know, I think the Sharks issued an apology to their people for not making the playoffs, and you know, if we don't, this team's desperate to make sure that we still exist. You know, we're not taking team photos on Monday, that we're actually training, and I think the guys are desperate, and that'll be reflected in how we defend and how we clean.